Hey everyone, Miss Monica here.
Hello.
We're going to be doing a big structural thing today, but I'm sure it will be structural emotional, given everything we've just chatted about in the last couple of minutes. So the fair bit of foot pain, probably plantar fasciitis, and the inside of the leg on the way up to the knee as well.
Yeah.
So anyway, we'll play with all those things and see what's connected with
Yep.
it. So I'm going to run the bioresonance in the background at the same time and see if
Okay.
anything jumps up
Brilliant.
and down circulation, musculoskeletal, nervous system,
Okay.
and we'll
Yeah.
see. See.
Grease and
And
oil change.
grease and oil change. And this will get up and running once I'm not censored anymore. Here we go again. Let's get this little guy going. So this one's the body systems. Okay. Because one of the things, and I know you know this because of Dr. Eric, stress hormones increase cortisol.
Yes.
Cortisol creates fat, tummy fat. So it slows down our metabolism, it makes it easier to put on weight, and it makes it almost impossible to lose weight. So while we've got those stress hormones being high, nothing works very well in the body.
Oh, okay.
So even just that, your flexor hallucis longus, your body really, what about the brevis muscles? No, they're not happy either. What about the tibials? No. Okay. So nowhere near as bad on the right as on the left.
Yes,
But
the
I'll
left is or
Yeah.
the right's fine.
Okay. So I'll do them both at the same time so they feel even.
Okay. That's the last thing I need. Lopsided.
Yeah, that's right. Exactly. So pushing the toes. Breathe in, breathe out and push. And breathe in and relax. Breathe out and push. And breathe in and relax. Breathe out and push. Now, because you're on your feet a lot with work, I'm going to roll out. So I'm going to get you to breathe in. When you're breathing out, I want you to roll in. So I'm holding the ankles out. Breathe in. Breathe out, roll in. And breathe in. Breathe out, roll in. And breathe in. Breathe out, roll in. And this time I'm going to hold them in, do the opposite. Breathe in,
Okay.
breathe out, roll out. Breathe in, breathe out, roll out. Breathe in, breathe out, roll out. Okay. So let's check these little guys. Hold, hold. Okay, hold. So this one is the flexor hallucis longus. It's the one that is predominantly, when you've got that heel pain, it's the one that's mostly out. So I'm gonna pump it just
Okay.
for
Brilliant.
30 seconds or so. I'll do it both sides again. Keep you nice and even.
Thank you.
Stack it in. Okay. So let's go check adrenaline, see if it's connected. Nope. Survival switching. Deep survival. Hidden deep survival. Nope. Inflammatory and immune pathways. Aha. Okay. Interesting. So for this circuit, not showing up as being stress connected.
Okay.
But your immune system isn't keeping up with the inflammatory cytokines and hormones whizzing through your body.
Okay.
Your body knows what they are, just not keeping up.
Okay.
And we've talked in the past about how stress hormones can clot in the blood, things like fibrinogen. So it's a acute phase hormone that your liver releases, and it makes the
Okay.
blood thicker, like little clots.
Okay.
And which means that the stress hormones stay in there, the pain hormones stay in there. It can close up your capillaries. The nutrients can't get around
Oh,
as
okay.
well as they should. You're drinking heaps of water though, aren't you?
Not as much.
Ah, So you're not switched on to doing that at the moment?
That's right.
Mm. So
Body's
the things,
switched off.
so the things you normally do aren't happening.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, let's have a look at this quick little scan. Left lateral tarsal artery. So metatarsals, metacarpals. So the tarsals of the feet. So one of the lateral arteries isn't as happy as it should be. There's also, oh no, on the right side, your gluteal vein is overworking. Yeah. And high levels of cytokine activity. So those cytokines, the inflammatory cytokines, they're acutely causing stress and it's causing vascular resistance. So your blood vessels aren't working as easily as they should.
Would that be why I'm really tired at the moment?
Oh yeah, you're not getting oxygen anywhere around the body.
Yeah, I'm really tired.
So manage stress, consider massage, exercise regularly, can increase hydration. Some of the suggestions. Now let me check these. Infraspinatus. Oh, that's behind you now. Okay, popliteal. Popliteal, left oblique popliteal ligament. That's in behind your left knee. Left proximal joint capsule. So one of your little joint capsules on the left. And it suggests yoga, cardio, stretching, stay hydrated, and plenty of beautiful coloured fruit and veggies, you know, the things rich in your purples and greens and reds and yellows. Endocrine system, so yeah, the cortisol is chronically high at the moment, stress hormones. Vitamin K is showing up, so K is really important for the capillary, so you know that ADEK supplement you felt good on.
Yeah.
How's your back been?
Good since I had the massage there last
Okay,
week.
good.
Yep.
Ah, that's right, yep. Okay, so then with the lymph, there's also some deep inguinal lymph nodes, so deep inside here, so that'll be twisting the pelvis.
Must admit I'm sore there. That you know, after the massage, I was sort of sore there and down the inside of the leg, which that's okay, and because I kept putting hot water bottles and and all that sort of stuff on it.
Beautiful. Right distal phalanx foot on the, so there's also some stuff going on the feet, maybe because you're putting, you know, because you've been looking after your left foot, you're probably putting some extra pressure on the right side. But that's also throwing your lower back out, so it's creating some sacroiliac joint stuff and messing with your spine and causing you to clench your teeth. Are you aware of grinding your teeth? So once again, it suggests hydration, D and K, collagen, stretching, and stuff to strengthen. Okay. But with the tiredness, I want to check out your mitochondria. Yeah, so your body isn't releasing the toxins, so there's a high levels of metabolic waste and excitotoxins, and so we're going to have to, okay, cool. Electromagnetic radiation's showing up. They've really switched up the 5G in some areas lately. Okay. I'll run some pain stuff in the background for us. Let's see which one you need. Good on nerve pain combo. Okay. Okay. So it's just a few little Bowen moves around the ankle. Okay. And that's linking in with poor lymph, you know, so the lymph just being congested. Yeah, but also some spiritual stress in there. So there's a bit of rage, anger, frustration blowing your base chakra. That's why you've got the music going these days, just to keep your brain happy and centered. these little knees. Yeah, right, so the inside on both sides is sort of, and it looks a little swollen. Like, have you been noticing your knees are a bit...
especially this one.
Yeah, okay.
Right when it's always sort of swollen.
There's a couple of old-fashioned techniques you can do around your feet and knees when they're playing up.
Okay.
So, the good old washing soda.
Yeah.
You know, lactic soda.
Yeah.
By putting it inside like a bit of linen or cloth or chucks or something,
Oh, yeah.
and have it dry
Yeah.
on an area where you're swollen,
Okay.
and then wrap something like a loose bandage or whatever gets you through the night so
Yeah.
that you're comfortable. But then overnight, the washing soda actually pulls fluid out of the joint.
Oh, okay.
So that's pretty cool, you know, and that's why baths with washing soda are good.
Yeah.
It actually helps to pull excess fluid out of the body. Epsom salts obviously is magnesium sulfate, so even doing foot baths help to alkalise the foot.
Okay.
So when your feet are in pain, Epsom salts foot baths help
Okay.
because they're helping to re-establish where the calcium should be. So quite often with pain in the feet, we're ending up with little spine, you know, little like rose thorns in there. And if, you know, then we have to really work locally to actually pull that excess calcium out from where it shouldn't be.
Okay.
Because you're not supposed to have, you know,
so Epsom salts in the feet.
Yep.
Yeah.
So Epsom salts soaking, and then you can do washing soda anywhere locally overnight.
Okay.
And the other thing you can try if your ligaments are a bit exhausted is just vinegar. So get a bit of bandage or something, soak it in just vinegar, then wrap that around an area and then cover it in, say, Glad wrap or something, and leave it overnight. That helps with ligament repair.
Okay.
So same again, we use apple cider vinegar internally to help it.
Yeah.
So it also helps just locally on an area.
Okay.
Breathe in, breathe out and push outwards for me. Roll out, that's it, perfect. And breathe in and relax. Breathe out, roll out. Breathe in. Breathe out, roll out.
Just where you got your hand there. That's
on this one?
Yeah, that's...
And then breathe in. Breathe out, roll in. And breathe in. Breathe out, roll in. And breathe in. Breathe out, roll in. Beautiful. Which one? This one?
Yeah.
Okay.
That there.
Did it feel bone or nerve?
Nerve, I think. Because that's the one that was giving way at the back.
Yeah.
But very rarely that happens now.
Yeah.
So. But I'm not walking as far either.
Yeah, okay.
Because of the heel.
Yeah.
I won't.
Yeah.
She's got to go to the bridge and back.
Yeah.
I can keep her at peace then.
So now I'm going to check. So I'm going to check those 3 joints like we did last time. So this is checking simultaneously ankle, knee, and hip. Hold. Ankle, knee, and hip. Hold. Yeah, it doesn't like that. What about stretching? Ankle, knee, and hip. Hold. Ankle, knee, and hip. Hold. Yeah, right, so it likes being stretched. So compression, which is standing on your feet, is creating stress. So once again, let's sort of do same as last time, but once again, it's not going to go anywhere. Breathe in, breathe out and pull your heel back towards you. And breathe in and relax. Breathe out and pull. And breathe in and relax. Breathe out and pull. And breathe in, breathe out and pull. And breathe in, breathe out and pull. And breathe in, breathe out and pull. hold. That's better. And hold. Good, good, good. Still something? Okay, what do we need? Okay, so now we've hit an emotional layer where we need to do a tuning fork combo.
Okay.
We go, which emotions will it be today? So that's small intestine energy. Small intestine is the fire element, so it's that imbalance with love, joy and hate. On my Facebook page, The Brain Centre at New Leaf Natural Therapies, yesterday I shared, there's this guru from India who Joe Rogan interviewed, and he was talking about heaven and people's concept of heaven, and he's a lovely human being, this guru dude.
Yeah.
And he was sort of saying that going back like 30 years ago, if people asked if they wanted to go to heaven, about 80% of them said absolutely.
Yeah.
These days you ask kids in university and they laugh at the even concept of heaven. And they were sort of making the point that, well, there were sort of 2 points being made. Is this heaven and we're really screwing it up, being here on the planet, and therefore we can create our universe and our happiness and our lives, and or is this hell on earth?
Yeah, well.
Yes. Anyway, it was an interesting discussion.
Yeah.
Some swami dude. So, combo of small intestine and liver.
The liver's a cranky bit, isn't it?
Just a little bit. Usually internalised as depression though. Gallbladder's the grumpy bum where you feel it and everyone else feels it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, right. Feeling helpless to what's going on, and then irresponsible in your actions because you feel helpless. Mountain Devil is the flower essence. That's for when you're really pissed off with something. So it's about okay, let's have a look. So we need both layers? Yeah, so we need to transcend and dissolve. Holding grudges. Okay. Who are you holding grudges with? Politicians?
Yeah. I'm just not even listening to them at the moment.
Nah.
I can't deal with it.
There's zero respect, yeah.
And like I say to people, when they start talking about different stuff that's going on, don't care. Don't tell me.
Yeah. I take responsibility for my attitudes and now choose to kindly, gently, lovingly and supportively transcend my holding grudges into all-encompassing love. I make the commitment to kindly, gently, lovingly and supportively. Actually, you holding grudges with yourself? Picking on yourself for stuff you get wrong? You're probably your own biggest critic.
Yeah.
Okay, so even put this onto yourself.
Okay.
Don't think the politicians, think of you.
Okay.
Because what's the opposite of holding grudges? It's forgiveness. It's gratitude. It's love.
Yeah.
Yeah. I make the commitment to kindly, gently, lovingly and supportively recognize and acknowledge my feelings. I will also accept, forgive and love myself and others. I make the commitment to kindly, gently, lovingly and supportively recognize and acknowledge my feelings. I will also accept, forgive and love myself and others. I take responsibility for my attitudes and now choose to kindly, gently, lovingly and supportively dissolve my holding grudges into all-encompassing love. I make the commitment to kindly, gently, lovingly and supportively acknowledge my feelings. I will also accept, forgive and love myself and others. Once again, and what do we need structurally in there this time? Middle of the feet are jammed. Okay, so I think we need to go into the foot cracking. Okay, well,
I make you work hard, don't I?
do your good foot first. Actually, let me check your foot proprioceptors first. And hold. And hold. Okay, so they're not working. So just putting that really gentle energy on there when it's unlocking means your feet aren't talking to your brain. So you're on your feet, 600 proprioceptors aren't switching on so that your brain's easily working, which means your brain overworks, which makes you tired as well.
Okay.
The wakey little footsies. Did I ever tell you about my auntie Mona who used to say that her feet were shrinking?
No.
And I never used to understood what that meant because of course we all thought she was crazy.
Yeah.
Because it was like the joke of the party for whoever got stuck next to Mona to talk to her. So everyone would avoid that, and someone, because we've got so many cousins, someone would have their new boyfriend and they'd get stuck next to Mona all night because they'd be being polite, and the rest of us would go into the corner and laugh that someone had got stuck with Mona. Anyway, she used to say that her feet were shrinking, which never made any sense, but what she actually meant is that the pads, you know, and her, you know, she was becoming more and more flat-footed as she got older, so there was less core support. Except I didn't know that at the time, I just thought she was a crazy old woman.
Yeah.
And anyway, so certainly lots of things start to disintegrate as we get older when we're not taking care of them, of course.
I know, they're too far down.
Too far away from your hands. Are some of those spots sore?
On this foot, no. I can feel you doing it.
But on the left side, yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so now. Okay. Just relax. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out.
Ouch.
Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out.
You did say the middle of the foot wasn't working.
Oh yeah, so they're all the cuboids in there, and they when they fall out of position, it's like having a spinal bone that's subluxed, and the chiro needs to go ka-chink to get it back into place.
Okay.
So those four in there are similar to that, especially when they're really sore, they're subluxed. So they instead of sitting beside each other, you know, there's one sort of sitting slightly in underneath to the others. Okay, breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. I can feel that one. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. God, it's jammed in there. That should be cracking away all over the place, and it's not. Some energy travelling down those toes. You wear good walking shoes?
Yeah, I've got new ones.
Yep.
Yeah.
And hold. And hold. Hold. Okay. Now let's, I know I checked this last time, but I want to see whether your cranial bones are then throwing the feet out as well. I'll take this little guys off for a sec. Okay, so lifting the head, hold up. Don't let me push down. Hold. Good. and on the side and hold up, and on the side and hold up. Beautiful. Now open your jaw and hold up for me nice and strong. Right, so your cranials up in here are messing with your calcaneus. So these little guys here.
I must admit, when he did the massage last week, they really hurt. Yeah.
Okay. Recording another podcast, Asabi.
Are you? Oh, very good.
Be my 5th or 6th one.
Very good.
Yeah, and then all the background stuff. Getting it actually uploaded live.
Yes. Will I be stopping that too?
Well, I'm actually getting a separate, so I've joined Audio Boom, so that's where I'm going to host my podcasts. And so, and then from there, it can go out to different podcast companies, so that there'll be both a video version as well as just the auditory version.
Okay.
See, I say these words and it sounds like I know what I'm doing, but I don't know what I'm doing.
Learning.
I am in an acute learning curve, yes I am. And I had to listen to a couple of the intros. I keep stuffing it up, so you know, my podcast is called Anything at the moment, but it's supposed to be the natural alternative.
Oh, okay.
And Jay and I were listening and he goes, "What did you just call it?" Oh dear. I think I just called it like the alternative podcast or something like that, and I'm like, oh man, I didn't even notice when I did that. Oh, dear.
So is that live already?
Oh, none of them are live yet,
no.
but
Yeah.
that one might have been with Rob, talking quantum consciousness.
Oh, okay.
So no, Twits is the only one I've got up on YouTube so far, and now.
So I must admit, I haven't been in there this week.
No. Well, now I don't think I'm allowed to upload anything for another few weeks.
I don't think I've even been on Dr. Eric too much this week either.
Well, music is good. Whatever you need to soothe your soul. So you are aware of clenching your jaw. There's some emotional gear in the jaw, no surprise. We store stress in our right jaw and defensiveness in our left.
Okay. What's in the right? Stress.
Stress in the right, defensiveness in the left, yeah. None of that going on, luckily.
No.
It does. Like the way it is around the world at the moment, it's like, la 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 la, I don't want to know anymore, I don't want to know anymore.
Yeah, that's exactly what
And lifting, and opening the jaw, and holding up. Beautiful. Okay.
It's a lot there.
So now, once again, I'll go and double check these little guys. Hold and hold. Good. So now I'm going to check the hips and the femurs, so make sure all of this is stable, because if that's not stable, then it's going to be pushing pressure from there down. So, firstly, glute medius on each side of the hips. Hold out for me. Hold. Beautiful. Hold out for me. Hold. Good, good, good. Now put 2 fingers either side of the jaw. And hold out for me. Yeah, no. So, the jaw is jammed.
Oh, okay.
So I need my little doohickey thingamabobs, which I haven't used for a while. So basically the jaw, when it gets really jammed, it quite jams It quite jams, and they're supposed to, like everything, they're supposed to be like this gentle little massage that's happening all the time from our cranials, and when we're stressed it doesn't happen. So open your mouth, so wiggle wiggle for about 15 seconds. A few more seconds. Beautiful. Now, sometimes if that is out, it jams the pubic bone as well. And yes, it is happening. So we need to move these little condyles in here. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. They match your shirt. Okay, so 2 fingers either side of the jaw again. And again, hold out. Beautiful. Next one, 2 thumbs up on the roof of the mouth. On the inside, that's it. Hold out nice and strong. Really? Hold out nice and strong? Nothing. Nothing, not a zip. Okay. So open and breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Beautiful. Once again this time, hold both up nice and strong. Right, so that's a sign that gallbladder energy is low. In Chinese medicine, the gallbladder energy controls connective tissue strength. So it's your connective tissue, you can imagine, with your feet and your knees and your pelvic floor and your neck. Just run the meridian a few times. Gallbladder's a big, long, funny looking meridian. But that one's to do with externalized rage and anger, which is why music is so important.
Yeah. Trying to stay away from people that are really annoying me too at the moment.
Cool.
I was talking to this lady yesterday. Her mother's in a nursing home and she's 85, 2 days' time or something. And I took a card around on behalf of the church.
Yeah.
And we sat there and talked for hours.
Nice.
And she said, "Oh, come on around someday." I said, "Yeah, I will."
Excellent.
So, yeah.
Hold on. And it was just lovely, obviously.
Yeah.
So now, now right hand, right jaw. So this is checking the stress jaw. And hold out for me. Yeah, it does feel like there's never been a more important time to find your tribe. Can you feel how grindy it is there on the right? It's like, well, it's not loose and stretchy the way muscles can be.
Well, it's funny you should say that and be doing all that because I think that my ears are yucky at the moment.
Right.
I was going to put some olive oil in before I came today and I forgot.
Okay. Right hand on the right jaw. And hold out for me. Beautiful. Now put your right hand on your left jaw. And hold out for me. Okay, so that's your defensive jaw as well, so they're both out.
Do you think this is why that, I'm just not doing it with the weight and everything?
Well, the stress isn't helping. Because stress shuts down your short-term memory. It makes it, even, how often do we stand at the fridge when we're bored?
That's right, yeah.
And, quite often it wasn't hunger that got us there. Yeah, there's a podcast I did with Helen Harrison. She's been a counsellor for, I don't know, 20 or 30 years or something. And we were talking about suicide and how one of the biggest things is that people don't know how to fill their own cups. We wait for other people to make us happy and believe that there's something wrong with us if, you know.
If we're feeling happy ourselves.
Well, there is if people are used to living in survival and then they start feeling happy, sometimes that doesn't feel right to their brain, so they'll actually sabotage themselves. So I think there's a whole bunch of forgiveness we need to do for ourselves, for our past, so that we can say, okay, I'm here in my life, I forgive myself for everything I've already done, and now it's time to move forward.
Yeah.
And you know, which is easier said than done.
Yeah. But that's where I am at the moment. I just need to start from, you know, square one again. Yeah. Find something that I like doing and just get in and do it.
Any ideas yet?
No.
So something creative like art or?
I like doing card making, and I do it out of nothing, you know, things that I collect and you start off with an old card and you cut it all out and stuff like that.
Nice. Yeah.
So, yeah. And this lady I was talking to yesterday, she's doing cards.
Yeah, right.
So I'm going to make a point of going and seeing her because she's staying at her mother's place, where she was brought up, sort of thing. Because she's the one on call if Mum has a fall or anything.
Yeah, right.
And she lives up Tambourine, so she said, I can't go home.
Yeah.
Unless she gets the sister to come, and the sister's out everywhere and...
Yeah. Left hand on the right jaw. Hold out for me, hold. Okay. So that one is because the jaw's been so tight, it's unlocking muscles supporting your lower back and your hips.
Okay.
So when they're tight, you can end up destabilising your pelvis and your lower back. Okay. And if they're destabilised, you're not going to have a stable femur, knee, ankle.
Okay.
But as we know, it's like tuning a piano.
Yeah. But I feel broken at the moment. My whole body just feels broken. And
blah.
Yeah. That's where it's sore.
Yeah, okay. Okay. Because both of those are, those are neurolymphatic points for the large intestine meridian, and the large intestine meridian is to do with grief, guilt, regret.
Okay.
When's the funeral? Tomorrow. Left hand on the right jaw again. And hold. Beautiful. Keep that there. Put this one on there as well. And hold for me. Good. Okay, they can come off. Check your femurs. Hold. No. Hold. No. Poor little body.
It's broken.
It's struggling. Well, that's what this guru was saying yesterday in this podcast with Joe Rogan. He said it's like there's a user manual for the human body, but people don't use it. And Joe said, well, where is it? I want it. And he said, It's in your body. You pay attention to what makes you feel good.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
Yeah, what a concept. But how easy is it?
Yeah.
The problem is when we're feeling bummed out and just acting without thinking for our body's cells do what our brain is thinking. So if we're feeling depressed, it depresses the immune system, it depresses the ability to detox, it depresses our thyroid, it makes them all run slower and lower. So whatever we're thinking, our body's doing the same thing.
Okay.
What's your best little tidbit from Eric been in the last week?
Hey, what you? Because I was on there about my foot, and then it's the cortisol.
Yes.
That kept coming up and coming up, but I have to keep playing it back because I can't.
Yeah.
I can't take it in.
Yeah. Just think stress hormones. Yeah.
Okay.
Because cortisol is one of the few hormones that keeps where menopause makes cortisone go through the roof.
Okay.
And it's just one of those hormones that is on an upward trajectory
Okay.
as we get older. It's the only hormone we increase naturally as we get older.
Oh, okay.
But that's why it's so hard then to, keep our tummy fat under control if we're not keeping our stress under control.
Yeah.
Are you still doing your aqua?
Yeah.
Yeah, beautiful.
There this morning.
You must feel good after that though.
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Left on right and right on left. Lifting your head up and head down and hold out for me. No, that one's fine. Okay, so your brain believes it, so that's sort of, it's the visual centres
good.
of the brain.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's nice.
Brain just keeps.
Come on, little brain, you can do it. We have faith in you.
Just keep talking to me.
All right, so I've got to get the lymph moving in the legs, both sides. Just wakey to the muscles, and the lymph is just in underneath there. Are you doing skin brushing? You know about dry skin brushing?
Yeah, I hadn't done that for ages.
I saw some beautiful dry skin brushes last week up in Tambourine Mountain. I really should have bought a few. I haven't seen as nice ones with natural. They were like, I don't know, $27 each, and but they were beautiful. They felt good, and whereas any I can get through my suppliers are just they're natural bristles because they're the only ones I buy.
Yeah.
But they're just not the same.
Yeah. But you can do that with the meat too, can't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
As long as it's natural bristles, yeah.
Okay.
Well, if it's plastic, it can damage the capillaries, or it probably doesn't make that much of a difference, but we're so plasticized these days. It's good to get a natural one when we can.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me just run your vitals again and see where your inflammatory markers are sitting. To run away.
I don't know where to run to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's this process that David Tootie is doing that. Or maybe I talked to you about it about a year ago when he started developing it. But it's sort of like looking at all the areas in our life, because we often forget what we do automatically and do it well.
Yeah.
So then when we're not doing well in some areas of our life, we just feel like shit.
Yeah.
Whereas there's often a lot of areas we're going tick, 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 but because we're doing tick, 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 we don't even notice it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So he sort of helps, and he sort of thinks part of the way of dealing with traumas is not only recognizing the things that we do well, but then working with the things we're not doing well in a way that utilizes the stuff we already do well.
Okay, yeah. That makes sense.
Which is sort of like a nice Yeah.
Because we all can't be good at everything.
We all can't be good at everything. But on the other hand, if there's something you want to be doing well that you feel guilty about all the time, because guilt's the bugger for you. You know, if you think of one stress, for you it's guilt.
Yeah.
And as soon as you feel guilty about anything, your life falls down the toilet.
Mm-hmm. You know too much about me.
Let's have a squeeze at your vitals.
Fine.
Ah, perfect. So you've been on a fasting day all day today?
Yep. Because I've got to fit into the stress tomorrow.
Oh, very good. Okay, there's a couple of stress hormones still running. Okay, I'll run some more frequencies. Yeah. Blood glucose, probably because you haven't eaten all day. You know, so your glycemic control. There's a few because don't forget, you will be when you don't eat, you'll be releasing stress hormones from your tummy fat as well.
Okay.
So yeah, so it's sort of like there are some insulin resistance hormones currently whizzing around your body, as well as some inflammatory markers. But that's what our tummy fat holds.
Yeah.
Is stress and inflammatory markers.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if I haven't eaten, it shouldn't be releasing insulin resistance, should it?
Your body is there's about a dozen hormones that are linked in with insulin resistance.
Okay.
So your body will be doing everything it can to balance that insulin in your bloodstream. So it might be releasing insulin from your tummy fat because you still need to keep your brain working. You still need to keep things working. And as we know, we've got plenty of fat stored around the body.
Just look.
Okay, brain power. Interesting.
There is a brain in there?
There is a brain in there. Like I said, I have faith in you, Peter Pan. Yeah, there was also a really nice podcast, Russell Brand. He was talking about, he prayed it, he's not really a prayer guy, but he prayed every day for a month to see what would happen. And in his world, prayer is the same as positive thinking and meditation, and you know, it sort of has that same energy about it. So that was another interesting one. I love Russell Brand. I think he really raises people's vibration, you know, because he's fun and energetic and makes fun of the status quo, and you know, being a comedian, it's sort of he's quite I like him. And he does quite a bit about emotional gear.
So where can you find that?
He's on YouTube. He's on a lot of podcast things.
Okay.
Yeah, he comes up on my YouTube.
Okay.
So I've subscribed
Russell
to his channel.
Brand.
Yeah, Russell Brand. If you forget, just text me.
Okay. I don't think I've texted you all week this week.
No, I did notice that you hadn't, and then I thought, I wonder if she's coming. Okay, now let's check supplements.
Actually, yesterday morning when I was at Aqua, I felt sick. You know, I just felt really not well at all. Anyway, I thought, I've got to go to my doctor tomorrow, and I thought, what will I do? And yeah, as the day got on, I was as good as hell. So.
Interesting. Had you had any supplements or anything?
No.
Had you slept well the night before?
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, so for a start, can we utilise this combo? Okay, so what's the first priority for this body? Okay. So, you know, the SPSSs, 6 of them a day. So 3 in the morning, 3 at night.
I'll most probably need another one.
Okay. So if you need another one, we'll swap over to SodaCal. It's just got 1 extra mineral in there.
Okay.
So the second, so that will be about the calcium building up in this on the foot.
Okay.
Yeah. So sodium phosphate is a calcium reorganizer, and sodium sulfate is a fluid reorganizer.
Okay.
In flavonoid intensive care,
Okay.
4 a day. Now, because you're doing intermittent fasting, just sort of see, because I'm fine with it on an empty stomach, but because of the ginger, sometimes it stimulates people's gut acid.
I can
Oh,
do
you're
that
fine?
one, yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so 2 plus 2. Ah, the Cabot Natural Pain, right. And 6 of it. So there's no, your little body is just not dealing with pain at the moment. So it also helps to rebuild the connective tissue in the body.
Okay.
Yeah. So when flavonoid calms down 3 out of 4 of the major inflammatory pathways,
Yeah.
as well as getting circulation boosted and things like that. Three magnesiums.
Is that 3 in the morning, 3 in the night?
No, 3 per day.
Oh, okay.
Apple cider vinegar. Oh. And ADEK. Okie doke.
Okay, thank you.
There you go. So see how that goes, because we haven't done that upper jaw stuff for a while.
No.
So it'll be interesting to see how the feet and knees and hips feel over the next,
Yeah.
Let me know.
Okay.
See you, everyone.
See ya.